we're there to help foster creativity and innovation by creating collaborative and collective learning and problem-solving environments and opportunities.
Basic operating principle is that when we bring groups together to work on difficult problems or social issues, that the expertise is in the room already, that it's not about us providing consultant information that's going to change the way they do their work. It's really mining the information and the expertise that's already in the room. And that requires, relationship building and time and energy and trust. And that's what we specialize in bringing to groups.
The backdrop for all of that was a COVID pandemic. And because our work has always been bringing people face to face into groups to spend a good bit of time together, the pandemic had just thrown that into a bit of a problem area. And our work, a lot of the work we had been doing was not able to really continue in the same way. And then new projects weren't about to start when it involved bringing people together. The best way for me to do business development is to find a way to be myself and be doing things that feel right to me in the ways that feel right, and to just be thoughtful about delivering them onto fertile ground.
I mean, the special thing about working with you is that you did take time to understand who we are as individuals. I think because that is at the core of who we are as a company. That's how we work, and understanding that we are relational and that our work is about building on trust and relationships. You were able to coach us around finding ways to use those skills in business development. I think you brought a lot of creativity to the ways that we could approach making ourselves known to the right kinds of clients.
Well, it was always a pleasure to talk with you. I think there really isn't any of it that I didn't enjoy. Just to say, there's a baseline there, but I think that your way of working always started with hearing from us who we are, what we were thinking, what mattered. And that's always, well, for one thing, it's really nice to be listened to, heard, and then it really it gave me the experience of thinking about all those things and saying them. So I got to know myself better. And that was an additional payoff. I have to say, it's also just a pleasure to work with you, because you are easy to talk to. You have a great sense of humor. It's just a good conversation, and enjoyable conversation.
The value in working with you, beyond the pleasurable interactions and the easy conversations and the comfortable Zoom environments that you create, I would say you have a real talent, a real artful talent in hearing who we are and what we do, and then putting it into language that feels true to who we are, but strengthens and clarifies our message and our, what we have to offer in a way that we've worked with other people before. And, there's sometimes with business development and collateral building, this sharp edge to it that just never really feels right to us in the work we do, though we have done that. And your style is much it's more artful. There's more of an emotional element that actually really reflects the work we do. So that's been hugely valuable to me, just to have that language, which we have used in proposals, and we use it in our negotiating. So yeah, I mean, just it's all been a pleasure. And then we do have some really valuable materials that
Yeah.
feel true to who we are and don't feel canned or, like you've done it for 15 other people. It really does feel custom. And that's, you can't ask for more than that in that situation, I think, especially for a small business like what we are.
I also remember, now that I'm thinking about it, that you were very patient with me, because I remember me saying, no, I will not, I can't do that. No, that, no.
I'm sure Dr. Nadia has never heard that before.
And you must do a great job as a mother, because you just dealt with that. Okay, I hear what you're saying. And we kept going. And the funny part is we ended up with some things that I think that were really rewarding to do, scheduling conversations.
I would say don't be afraid of it if it's not something you're comfortable with or excited about, to put those expectations aside and enter into the process with an open mind and an open heart, because I think the way you work and your team is very holistic, and I can just imagine that you are really well positioned to take on any personality type or any kind of business. So I mean, for me, it would just be, don't resist it so much. I resisted it, though you came so highly recommended. I didn't have a worry about that, but I did worry about, is this just going to be annoying? Am I really not going to be excited about this? And it wasn't like that. So yeah, that would be my advice.
I would say, I would always, always recommend you. And I would say, just start out by being really honest and straightforward with Dr. Nadia, and have some faith that can take you some places you might not expect.